Good evening, good evening, good evening, Stay Wokers. This is your girl, Chantola Wallace, here live on Stay Woke. We are waiting for Monique Henry to come in. We are going to be discussing a few things that have been going on in our community and also about being an advocate for your own health. So give me a moment to get in here. Y'all know I got to get on Facebook and make it public. Okay, just waiting for it to pop up on Facebook. Okay, let me get in here. Edit privacy, public, done. Okay, so it is now public. Right now, we are streaming live. If you have someone you want to watch the program, we're streaming live on Twitter, Stay Woke Live 402, and also on YouTube, Stay Woke Live 402. If you have someone YouTube, Stay Woke Live. Okay, make sure you let me know once you come in. I see we have somebody in. Make sure you let me know once you come in so I can shout you out. We know we shout you out in real time. We shout you out in real time on Stay Woke. Let me see. Let me get this chat on over here. Okay, so I am waiting. Monique did come in early. I wasn't able to hear her. She couldn't hear me, so she's just checking a different device. And so I did shampoo my hair yesterday, so my hair is a hot ass. So that is the reason why I have on the hijab. Now this is Shiffy's. Um, I think it's too girly for Shiffy, so I'm gonna get her the guy one. But yeah, let me see who this is. Okay, Valerie Owens in Vegas. Hello, Miss Valerie, Las Vegas, Nevada. Born and raised, Nebraska bred, corn fed. But is in, but currently viewing from Nevada. Thank you for joining us. Let me get this screen together. It's a little hot in here. I had to put on extra lights because I brought my other computer downstairs um, to do this on. Um, are you on leave? Who else we got in here? Say your name. Okay, I see Opal Cherry. Hello, Opal. How are you doing from Omaha, Nebraska? Opal, man, you still got that happy hour date. We still got that happy hour date going on. Shout your name and city out. I'm trying to get Monique in. She is going to be had a little technical difficulties, but her story is just amazing. I was so happy when I ran into her. I'm going to save that for when she gets in here, but she has an amazing story. And, you know, I have said a number of times on Stay Woke, listen here, guys, we have to be our own advocates at doctors, even when we're dealing with law enforcement, attorneys, court situations. We have to fight for our own selves. So, yeah, it's not, it's real out here. It is real out here. I will shout you out as you come in. I'm going to go ahead and text Monique from my phone just to make sure she's doing okay. Guys, give me a minute. Glad to see you here. Thank you for joining Stay Woke. Oh, you had to have surgery. Oh, you go back to work on Monday. I hope everything is fine with you. I hope everything is fine with you. And thank you, Jesus. You must be doing all right if you're going back to work on Monday. Thank you, Jesus. Yes, ma'am. I'll let Mama know we're going to keep you in our prayers, Miss Val. Let me see. Yes, yes, yes. Let me check and see. I'm going to message Monique really quick. Uh, let me see. Monique, I am trying to text her. Opal, tell her to go to her. Tell her, Opal, text Monique and tell her to go to her Facebook Messenger. I sent her a new link, so hopefully that's going to work. Is this the link? Okay, so. Okay, I'm very excited, everybody. I'm very excited. Hey, Kakon, how you doing? I'm very excited about the wine pairing. It is coming up. It is on the 7th of this month. I am so happy. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to do the wine pairing. Yes, the 4-course wine pairing. Y'all see what I got today? This just in honor of Monique and her journey. Look, you are doing well. Came through with a better bill of health. Thank you, Jesus. Yes. If y'all want to donate to Stay Woke, I'm looking to get some new equipment, additional lights, angles, things like that, microphones. So please feel free. Hey, Hope, how you doing, sis? I seen you on there, Shiffy. Girl, we got to do something about that Shiffy Wallace. That Shiffy Wallace. Oh, I didn't even send Shiffy a link. Let me get Shiffy a link, y'all. That Shiffy Wallace in the morning, baby. Siobhan Wallace, yeah, she is something else. Okay, let me see. Oh, I need to tag Tawana Marks in this because she said she wanted to join today. Let me see. I'm waiting on Monique. So if Monique is not in here in a minute, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to show you guys a video. It's Tawana Marks. I'm going to show you that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to play this video while I'm working. Now, I hope you know everybody don't know that name. Hello, Sister Thompson. How are you doing? It is good to see you. It is good to see you. That is my Eastern Star sister, Sister Carmen Thompson. I'm waiting to see if Monique is coming in. But in the meantime, I do want to play this video. Basically, this guy, what I want to address, even this guy I went to school with, he has been arrested for sex trafficking, providing drugs to young girls, prostitution, all of that stuff for minors. So I'm going to show you guys this video. This just happened recently here in Omaha, Nebraska. Here we go. Let's see. Monique, can you hear me? You still can't hear me? Did you try with your phone? Let me see. Let me give her. I cannot hear you. Let me see. Oh no, we got to get Monique up in here. If I got to go pick her ass up myself. Look. And people don't know Telly, Miss Hope. That's private. That's private, Miss Hope. In the meantime, we're going to wait for Monique. We're going to look and see if we can get Monique in here. I'm going to go ahead and share this video with you guys. Give me one moment, please.
Every parent needs to watch. Prosecutors say this man lured a 14-year-old girl into his car in Northwest Omaha, then sexually assaulted her for half a year. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rob McCartney.
I'm Julie Cornell. Marcus Kilgore now faces more than 200 years in prison if convicted. The county attorney says he groomed the girl using presents.
As KATV News Watch 7's Sarah Feely reports, it ended with an alleged kidnapping. Sarah's here live to walk us through the case.
Prosecutors filed the first charge against Kilgore in December on that reported kidnapping. They say that's when the relationship was reported to police. This month, police say they found more evidence, including on Kilgore and the teen's phones, that led to upgraded charges. Omaha police say in June 2023, a 14-year-old girl walking near 90th and Blondo is approached by a man driving by.
Well, my understanding, the allegations are that he just saw her one day and made a comment about some shoes or slippers that she was wearing, and they struck up a conversation.
Police say that man is 41-year-old Marcus Kilgore, and they say the teen told them he invited her to a movie the next night after driving around with her for hours.
And then he started to do things that, by her presence, talk nicely to her, that they started texting.
From there, prosecutors say Kilgore and the teen began a sexual relationship until December 2023, even after the teen says she told Kilgore she was underage.
It's somebody taking advantage of somebody else.
Investigators believe Kilgore even earned the trust of the girl's mother, saying he had a child her age. The criminal affidavit says that led to the mom approving sleepovers at Kilgore's house. The document also lays out evidence found on Kilgore and the teen's phones, including nude photos of the girl, requests for videos of her, and inappropriate texts.
Things that are typical kind of grooming statements made by, in this case, somebody who's, I think, in his 40s or about 40 years of age, and a person that's 14, 15 years old.
In December, prosecutors say Kilgore learned the teen had told a friend about the relationship, then showed up to a house, broke down a bathroom door, threw her over his shoulder, and took her to his home. The affidavit says the teen tried to run, but Kilgore held her wrists and dragged her by her hair. Prosecutors say she told police everything in an interview at Project Harmony.
It's good that there are stories about this that are made public so that people know this can happen. It does happen. And we need to protect our young people from perpetrators that are looking for a vulnerable person that they can prey on.
Kilgore faces a dozen felonies, including first-degree sexual assault of a child, possession of child porn, enticement, and kidnapping.
He's looking at several hundred years.
Right now, Kilgore is being held at the Douglas County Jail on a $500,000 bond. He's expected back in court at the end of February. Back to you.
Thank you, Sarah.
Okay, so that right there, I don't know how many of y'all seen that. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. That mother, that's who I'm dinging on now. That's who I'm on, that mother. So that mother talking about first of all, she don't know this man from a can of paint. She don't know this man from a can of paint. Oh, he said that he had a daughter her age, so the mother started letting her have sleepover. Baby, when I was growing up, Mary Coleman Gould didn't let me spend a night at nobody's house. It was maybe one or two houses I could spend a night. She knew and vetted the whole damn family. She didn't let, oh no, we wasn't playing that. Now you could spend a night at Mary Coleman Gould house, but Chantella Gould, she wasn't going nowhere. Wasn't no such thing as no goddamn sleepovers, me traveling over people's houses. And honey, baby, these predators are real. You know, it's disgusting. I mean, we just talked about this last week about the responsibility you have as being a parent. You are the parent. You are supposed to protect your child. You, whoever you are, lady, shame on you. You need your ass whooped. You allowed your daughter to go spend a night with some man because he said he got a daughter that's her age. Some man you ain't been knowing all of your life. Come on, son. Come on. That's some bullshit right there. That shit ain't even logical. Okay, so I'm going to go in here and shout out time. Let's go ahead. I got my cousin Shauna Mackey up in here. We got Valerie calling in, viewing from Las Vegas, Nevada. She is healing from a procedure. So y'all, please keep Valerie in your prayer. Hope might know my nickname. Got it blasted all over Facebook. Come on, Hope. Come on with the jokes, Hope. We got Shauna Mackey, Carmen Thompson, my Eastern Star sister. Okay, Monique says she figured it out. Eastern Star sister Joy Lyons is in Florida, watching from Florida. Thank you, JOY, for watching from Florida. We got Vanessa Warren, my Eastern Star sister and friend Arlette Brooks. What's up, sis? What's up, sis? Charlene Melton, my Eastern Star sister and friend. We got some comments in here. You know, yeah, Valerie said, what the fuck? Granny overnight stays. I mean, it was unheard of when we were growing up, especially for somebody that you don't even know. Can you hear me, Monique?
I can.
Okay,
Yep.
we can hear you loud and clear, honey, loud and clear. I don't know if you got a chance to see that video. It was or heard about the Kilgore guy, 41 years old, started a relationship with a 14-year-old girl. The mama don't know him from a can of paint. Oh yeah, I got a daughter your age. Oh yeah, she could spend the night over there. That mama need her ass put to the ground too. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. That shit was crazy. I'm just like, I mean, I don't even understand that. I was like, and then when they said that he came over to somebody's house, y'all, this grown man came over to somebody's house, kicked their bathroom door open. First of all, Negro, if you come to this address thinking you about to kick anything in, baby, Smith and Weston will know your ass. They're going to be the last two names you ever hear for the rest of your life. You ain't coming to my house kicking no doors in. And then snapped her up and grabbed her out like a sack of potatoes, Monique.
Yeah, I know it. It was crazy. Crazy.
Oh, goodness. damn, like she was a grown woman. I'm just like, oh my goodness, pulling her hair and shit. I'm just like, wow. I mean, and then also James Haddon, I grew up with him, went to school with him. He's got a number of charges facing federal time for sex trafficking, drugging minors. I don't give a damn. You know, I'm not about to protect nobody like that. I don't care who it is. You don't garner protection from me because, you know, I had a daughter that was 14 before. And there's plenty of other people that have kids. So, yeah, man. Ooh, wait, girl, I don't even know. So all the professionalism went out the window on that one, Monique. So let's get back to it. Welcome to Stay Woke. We got Monique Henry and Henry with the. She is a guest today on Stay Woke, the hottest podcast in the Midwest, the only podcast that shouts you out in real time during the show and answer your questions. Monique is here today basically as a miracle to me. She's here as a miracle. I'm going to let you tell your journey. But one of the things, a few things that she definitely want to get out and outline is advocating for yourself. She's going to discuss more about that. And she's going to talk about her journey with like one of the rarest cancers with African-American. I did my research on it. So Monique, I remember someone told me you wasn't doing well. And I was like, that's my girl. That's my girl. I called you. You told me about what was going on. It didn't look good. It didn't look good. And when I seen you, I'm going to tell you this. When I seen you at Christmas in the Village, I was like, thank you, Jesus. I was so happy to see you. You was looking so beautiful. You was like, hey, Chantella. I was like, Monica. I was so happy to see you. So go ahead and introduce yourself. This is the Stay Woke audience. A lot of people are saying, hi, Monique. Hi, Monique. Joy Lyon said, what's up, Monique? Let me see. So a lot of people, Frida Mary said hello. So, I mean, you had some fans already out there, some supporters already out there when I just dropped your photo out a few days ago and said that you're going to be on the show. So go ahead and introduce yourself, and then we'll go ahead and lead in with your story.
Hello, everybody. I'm Monique Henry. Born, raised here, grew up here. Well, born in Lincoln, but no biggie. But anyway, grew up here. So yeah, I know a lot of names in there, and I love each and every one of you. And I want to start out by saying thank you for praying for me when I was in my fight, because I was in the fight of my life, literally. So I was diagnosed with stage 4 appendix cancer. And like Chantella said, it is very rare. It's about 2% in the nation that gets this cancer. Typically because your appendix hurts, you go in, they tell you need it out.
Yeah.
And so it's gone. So you don't get the cancer because it's not there.
Right.
Well, for me, I never had any pain with my appendix, except for, now I'm 61. So there was one day about 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I remember having a sharp pain once where my appendix would be, but it came and went so fast. I was like, I'm older. I'm supposed to have some pain here and there, so that might have been my first indication. But I am one that I go to the doctor annually for my checks. Right. I do my self exams. I get my colonoscopies. I do all of that. And then on top of that, I have allergies, so I'm seen quite frequently. But one of the things that was bothering me was the fact that I was I eliminated very slowly. Okay, I'm just trying to make that as pretty picture as I can of what I'm trying to talk about.
Right.
And so the doctor, we tried a few different remedies for it, and it just never helped. And he just kept saying, well, you're just slow. And I'm like, no, there's a problem. Well, yeah, lo and behold, June, let's see. No, that would have been July 10th. I called the doctor. I believe it was a Monday, but I called the doctor and I said, I cannot eat. It feels like food is in my throat and I cannot go to the bathroom. I need a CT today. He said, I can't make that happen today. I said, if you don't make it happen today, I'm going to probably be dead tomorrow. Got the CT done. Now, medicine is kind of a hobby for me. So I knew what I was reading when I went into one chart and read what the test results said. And the first thing I said was like, "Oh my God, I have cancer."
Mm.
So I called and and if you guys don't know this, the nurses will not give you your test results. When you want your test results, demand to speak to the doctor to call you. They will take the time to get on the phone. Lesson one in advocating for yourself. Don't just always be satisfied with what that nurse says. If you want to speak to your doctor, that's why you pay him or her.
Exactly.
While you are their patient and looking at them, because there's going to be a money transaction happen, they actually work for you for that period of time, if you get what I'm saying. So
Mm-hmm.
make them do what you need them to do and what's going to make you comfortable. And we'll get back to that. But anyway, um, I talked to the doctor and he said, "Looks like you have evidence." I said, "No, I haven't. What's our next steps?" And so, because I was so straightforward with it, I was able to see a guy, oncologist, that Friday, and had a port put in on that Monday.
Whoa.
And yeah, I mean, things were just boom, boom, boom. Now, I had an issue with uh, a lot of fluid developing in my abdominal area. So, weekly, I would have to go and get that removed from my body.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that was an experience, because I was very curious. I wanted to see it. It looks like beer. When you have excess fluid on your body, it
Mm-hmm.
comes out in the form of a brown looking beers type substance
Mm.
that smells a whole lot like beer as well. So it was a
Oh,
very interesting learning journey on that. But I can
your
tell
eyes
you,
was wide open though.
wide open,
Wide
wide
open.
open. And whenever they would do that, I could eat for 2 days. And then on that day three, then my appetite went away because everything was the space in my abdominal area was getting, uh, my organs were getting squeezed out by this juice, is what I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to call it. Uh, so fast forward to chemo treatments. I did have to do chemo treatments. I went through round one, and which consisted of six. If there's anybody out there who is currently on chemo, and if you are going to your treatment appointments alone and you are in Omaha, please reach out to me. If you don't have anybody else to help you get there, sit with you, talk to you, because that is a journey that needs somebody there. And I know we have some survivors on the line, and I think they're probably shaking their heads yes to that statement that I just said, as far as you need somebody. Uh,
So you need like a physical support system with you while you're going through that, just because of everything that it entails.
just because of everything that it entails. I remember once I had both a chemo oncologist and then a chemo surgeon. My chemo oncologist, because I had different family members with me every time, she would always say, people who have a support system are the ones who live through this. The
Mm-hmm.
ones who try to do it by themselves or don't have a support system are the ones who don't do well.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, because it's such a mental fight as well.
Right.
Right.
I'm no sense. I'm no different than it takes a village, because that's what the
Exactly.
support system is. When we say it takes a village, everybody just relates it to like, I could snatch your kid up, you could snatch my kid up. It wasn't nobody arguing about that. But no, all of that is carrying in a support system to make sure that that person is going to be all right.
Right. Just and sometimes it's not even a word, it's just a look,
Mm-hmm.
a hold of a hand, a touch on the shoulder, or
Come
just the
through.
fact,
I'll
yeah,
give
just
you
the
it.
fact that you see me as a human. Because when you are going through this cancer journey, because you have so many different specialists and they're looking at so many different things, you begin mentally to forget that you're a human and not a patient.
Right.
And and that starts to wear with you mentally as well. So
I can imagine.
yeah, so that's why I said you need somebody to help you on this journey, and it's a journey. Um, some people might say, and then you lead me where you want this to go, as far as, because I can go forever talking about my journey,
So
but
I want to say this though. By the time, so you're a person that goes to the doctor regularly. You're not.
regularly.
And so this is one thing. I went to a comedy show. Vanessa was there with me. Serena was there. Went to a comedy show, and one of the big portions of the comedy show was about Black people, especially men, not getting checked out. But that's not the case with you. So you regularly got checked out. So this is what like stunned me about your situation. You regularly go to the doctor, regularly got checked out. I can see you was a beast because you got into that oncologist within by Friday. So yeah, those appointments be like 3-4 months out. But by the when they diagnosed you, you were already at stage 4.
Already at stage 4. So stage 4, anytime they stage you, that means it's metastasized or spread. So I lost my spleen, a part of my stomach, a portion of my colon, and some of my diaphragm. So I was on my way to leave here, I do believe.
I mean, we
Hmm.
gonna be frank, it wasn't looking good.
No, it did
It
not look
wasn't
good.
looking good because when I talked to you, I was like, I told my mom, I said, damn, mama, she is not. And I'm real optimistic when it comes to stuff. I said, mama, she ain't doing good. When you was just telling me everything. And so, but yeah, so I mean, prayer and just God putting you in the right place with the right people, man, we are so happy and elated that you are here today. But go ahead and keep talking about your journey because I want this to be a teachable moment for everybody, not just hearing your journey and how rare the cancer was. Because when you said you looked at my chart, you said, oh, they talking about it has symptoms of elements of. You said, no, it is. And what are we going to do? No, we're going to wait. No, it is. And what are we going to do?
Amen. Because that's exactly. And I went in every single appointment with my questions because I did my research
Mhm.
on once I learned the name of my disease, exact name, I did my research. I wanted to know survival rates, reoccurrent rates, treatment options. I needed to know all of it because when I went back in, because the one that I was dealing with the most was the surgeon because they were preparing me for a surgery that I had in December, which I'll describe in a little bit. But um, I was dealing with him, and I needed to know um, what his thoughts were. The one thing that he said to me that I still and I'll never will forget is he never told me it was curable. So I do keep that in mind. But what he said was it's treatable.
Right.
And and with God, I'm here and I am cancer free and have been uh 6 months so far. So
Amen. Amen.
mhm,
Amen.
mhm,
Don't count
mhm.
Monique out. Don't
Don't
count
count me out.
Monica out. Your
But
sister
I had
said
to
we had the faith, we stayed faithful and prayed up. So yes, that's a lot. That's what Opal said.
That's it. That's it. So I did my 6 rounds of chemo, and in December I have a surgery called what they call a high pec, and what that is they literally open you from your diaphragm down to your pelvic region, and they take the good organs, kind of set them on the side, and then the organs that were sick. Okay, I had a hot chemo bath for 3 hours. So they put chemo inside of me and shook me for 3 hours. Yeah.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Yeah. It's called a high pec surgery. Yeah. Now this surgery, so they did that while they were also taking out the organs. And he said to my family that it would be 12 hours, but it ended up being 14.
Hmm.
But I didn't have any issues. He said I couldn't believe how strong you were on that table. Your blood pressure, we never had any trouble with blood pressure, your respirations, none of it. It's
Look
just
at
like
God.
God. Well, here's a funny story. I checked in the day before, so the next morning they take you down, so forth. And before we get ready to they're talking to me, finding out my name, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. And I said, "Oh, before y'all put me to sleep, we got to pray."
I know that's
Because
right.
I said,
I know that's right.
right. I said, I know y'all think y'all know what y'all doing,
Come on.
but you need to get your hands in line with the man upstairs.
Right.
So we're going to pray. So we prayed. And I can say I went under, well, not feeling any kind of, I wasn't scared. I didn't have a doubt that I wasn't going to wake up. None of it. I was at complete peace.
Amen.
Hmm.
That's called leaving it on the altar, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, when you
Okay.
leave it on the altar, you don't got to carry it on your back no more. Get that backpack off, leave that on the altar. You don't have to carry it no more. That's
Okay.
an amazing feeling when you can leave something, because people say it all the time, I'm gonna leave it at the altar, but they really don't, because you're still carrying it with you. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be a witness to leaving it at the altar. That is an amazing feeling. And I'm not
It,
saying it's
ooh,
easy to do, leave everything at, but baby, when you do, when you have a relationship with God and you able to leave something at the altar, baby, just to get that up off your back, that is an amazing feeling.
I'm telling you, because when I say calm and peaceful,
Come on.
okay, and this warm feeling inside of me, I knew who had me, and I went on to sleep. You
Come on.
know, yeah,
Knowing you was getting back up. You said, oh yeah, I see
okay,
y'all. Oh,
I
well,
see
I'll
it,
see you in a minute.
right,
I'll see you in a minute. Yes,
right,
yes, yes.
yep, and I spent 10 days in intensive care,
This was after the hype chick.
high pack.
High pack. This was after the high pack.
Hmm. And I don't have any memory of the intensive care unit. You
Mhm.
know, my daughter tells me that I had tubes everywhere. It was swollen. She said it was hard to look at me, but I don't remember. Now I
Get you
do.
now, baby.
Okay, but now I do remember going to the step down unit, which is the regular hospital bed, and my care that I had. I'm telling you, I was anointed through that whole trip. Every single nurse, everybody who had contact me with me was just amazing.
Amen. Because you don't always get that.
No, you don't always get that.
Don't always
But
get that. That ain't a given. Look, that's
yes.
not a given.
Okay. No, it's not a given. And but how you get that is you go in prepared with your questions and let them know that
Mhm.
I'm just not anybody laying here.
Right.
I know what you should be doing.
Right. But
Okay.
just like they go and look this music up and look up these stats on this and go and find memes and stuff, go and look up stuff that's gonna help you when you in that room with that doctor. You can look that up just
Amen.
like you do anything else. When people call me and say, "Oh, can you look this up for me?" I said, "You can look it up yourself, honey. Research is a mud. Just make sure you go to a reputable site, because there's some of these sites out here that's bogus as hell claiming to be. But you can go and see what the top 10 medical sites are, that have the certified
Good
tech and
job,
stuff like that.
Vanessa.
So when you came in there and you was educated, they already knew what they was dealing with.
Exactly.
I mean, when you got that appointment on Friday, they knew. Because those appointments, they be like, it's December. They'll be like, yeah, we'll holler at you in April. You like, no, not today.
Right. No, you're not gonna let this stuff fester
No,
in
we ain't
me.
gonna right. For what?
Right. Right. Now, I'm, I'm gonna have to tell you, everybody, when I came out of the surgery, I did come out with that coloscopy bag, or
Mhm,
colostomy bag, or
mhm.
ostomy bag. If I wish that there was a film, and this is going to be on a whole nother subject, but that moms and dads, caregivers of children, can show what an ostomy bag is and a colostomy bag, and what all of that means once that happens for you.
Mhm.
Because I think we'd have less shootings, because folks would be worried about their innards and how that works.
Right. Yeah.
Because I had that thing from December to this past May. And that was a whole nother journey in its own self.
Mm, mm.
A whole nother journey. Uh,
Take your time.
I know, I know what we look like when we're defecating. I
Mm,
know exactly, and you have to clean that off of you.
right,
And it hurts because the part of area that they've opened is that skin is not designed to handle that acid.
right.
Okay. And and so that was another fight that I had to deal with too, because that was a very, very painful fight. And I've
That was
had
for
a
6 months.
yes.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was something that they told me I would have. They told me it would be temporary. When they put it on your right side, it's temporary. When it's on the left side, it's a permanent one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
Didn't
Right.
know that.
Right. And I had embarrassing moments out in public with the thing. So that's what I'm saying. I wish there was a film that we can embrace our young people in, and we probably be saving some lives, because that right there, to be permanently connected to that or have that on you, that can be that has to be depressing. I
Yeah,
mean, every month when I went in for my checks, can I get this off yet? Can I get, oh, you know what I mean? Because I was like, this is too much,
right.
you know. Um,
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because I had no idea. And yes, Opal, I'm taking notes. Look, Opal says she's taking notes. I'm glad you brought that up because that is something that people don't even think about. And that's something, even when I see it on TV, that it is a huge people get depressed, just like you said, a huge inconvenience, accidents, and things like that. And then, so I mean, your case, you didn't have any choice in it. Like, it wasn't like that you did something to get yourself in that predicament. But I'm definitely glad you educated us on that. When I talked to you a couple of weeks ago, I'm gonna
mhm.
talk about when I seen you though. Again, let me see. Let me get this thing up here because this hair is a hot mess. Monique also has her. Do you still have your hairline stuff?
I do.
Yeah, because I'm gonna need some of this, girl. If I let y'all see this hair, baby, Monique seen it. I said, honey, this thing will not come off. This is Shiffy's. I said, it's too girly for Shiffy. I'm gonna take it. Look, I'm gonna take it. But one of the things you talked about was sleeping. Men, you talked about the sleeping and things like that. Just things, so many things that were out of, out of your control and just change your life. What are two of the things you want people to know the most? I know you just told us about the bags. That was huge. What other thing is it something that you think we don't know about? Because I definitely didn't know about the left and the right side or anything like that. So thank you for the education.
hmm um, Probably the most. I would have to say about cancer. We need to do everything we can to um, try and prevent from getting it, because I didn't just have cancer in my family. My son and my daughter had it as well. Not physically, but think about it. They rode this trip with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
and and my siblings and my nieces and nephews, everybody had a little ride, you know. And so if we can do what we can to prevent it, our diets,
Mhm.
our habits,
Come on, talk about it.
um, and some of them habits are simply, when you said sleeping, some of it's sleeping, because sleep is how our body repairs itself. And if
Mm,
you're not getting enough,
that.
your body is constantly being torn down,
Mm,
you know, just constantly. So when does it get to heal? I mean, I don't know. I used to be a kid that would pick scabs when I was a kid. And so my mother one day said, every time you pick that scab, you got to heal over and over and over again. That's
mhm.
finally what clicked with me. And so if you don't catch up on sleep like people think you do, no, you need to get that 8 hours of sleep each night. But anyway, um, the sleeping, if you're smoking, if you're drinking, all of the vices that we like, and even food
Mhm.
and the types of food that we eat. I'm not gonna get up here and get on my horse about pork, but it's not the healthiest choice of protein. There's, but and then not only like chicken and beef, you also have to investigate how that stuff is being brought to the market. So we just have to research, and know that this cancer journey is just not by yourself, it's your family. And if you can avoid dragging them along on the ride,
Right.
you know uh,
I love the way that you prepared us for that, because when you said my kids, I'm looking like, but you are 110% right. Because when you are the caretaker or you love someone, when they fall, you fall. When they ill, you ill. And I know your kids, honey. I know the Steven since before he was born, your daughter, and they were there when I came there. When I came to see you, I was just, you were so little and frail. I was like, oh my goodness. And but honey, they was on it. Boom, boom, boom. I said, hi, I came to visit Monique. And so that support system, and I want everybody to hear that, and just having a support system, period. Just like she said, at those appointments, because every show that I see on TV, somebody is there with somebody. And that's how I know how important that is. But hearing the reason why you said it brings it like right here up front and personal, why it is so important. So thank you for enlightening us on that. It's just, I'm just happy that you are here. I was so happy to see you. I was so happy to see you. I was telling my daughter, I was like, oh my goodness. It's just like, Mama, I can't wait to see her. So I forgot to send her a link. I ain't gonna lie. I was supposed, because she's like, I want to be on the show. So I forgot to send her a link. But Monique, this is a serious topic, but this is the only podcast that shot you out in real time and answer questions in real time. There are tons of questions in here for you.
okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and shout some people out. We got tons of people in here. And it's a lot of people in here that I've been knowing for years. I never knew that they had any experience with cancer, and they're putting it in here now. Sister Annie Brooks. She said, hello, Miss Henry. She said she is a survivor of cancer.
Amen.
Vanessa Warren said hello. Terry Snotty says she is back. She goes to church on Wednesday, has Bible study, so she come in and out, but she says she will be praying for you. And thank you for being so brave. Kimberly Hollingsworth said you are brave. You sent chills through her spine. Frida Marion says she is also a survivor, and she definitely is a witness to that lonely process, going through that lonely process of chemo. Valerie Owens said hello, Monique, and
Hello.
she just had a procedure done, and she said she will be praying for you.
And
Some
me
sisters
too.
in here said hello. Maria, what is this? Janine, I know her as Maria Summers, Miss Ria. She said hello. She loved you so much.
Hey, I love you too.
And it is good to hear from you. Hope Might said amen. Annie Brooks, Alicia Young said, Lord have mercy. And you are truly best. It is tons of comments. Arlette Brooks, Let
Hey.
gave you the prayer lines and said she love you. It's a lot of comments in here. Let me see, as well as having grace and mercy, peace with God. Yes, 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 yes. So let me see. Let me see. Yeah, it's a lot of people. Yvette is in here, says hello. My sister Yvette Turner is also in here. Kimberly Hollingsworth said, I am sure guilty of not getting enough sleep. Kim, somebody just addressed me on the live feed. Vanessa Warren want to call me out. And so that really hit me when you said that about sleep. And, people say it about sleep all the time. And I tell people that work overnight have a lower lifespan than because and I never had the had the tenacity to say what you said, that sleep is how the body repairs itself. So somebody called me out, Kim, too, and said said, yeah, did you listen to that? And I texted him back. I said, I did. So I'm definitely going to try to work on that, because that is definitely, it just makes sense. When it makes sense to me, just like I tell the people at my job, when I say, well, yeah, that don't make sense. Well, it don't make sense. Well, you can tell them that it don't make sense to me. I can't convince somebody of something that don't make sense to me. And so, but I do give them their credit at work when I say, when it makes sense to me, I can accept it and receive it and try to follow what I'm supposed to do. So that what you said definitely made sense. So I got to get on my sleep, because girl, like last night, I think I went to bed about 4:30 in the morning, had to be to work at 9. It's been like that all week. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get it together. But yeah, you said that is how the body repairs itself, get you ready for the next day. Kelly Cooper is also in here. She said, hello, Monique.
Hey,
And
Kelly.
she is praying for you. Oppo said some tart cherry juice. Now that just don't sound good, Oppo.
It's good for inflammation and good for pain. It's
good
a natural pain.
Hey, oh my goodness. It just
Natural pain reliever.
And Alicia Young also said, yes, it's just like a muscle repair. So it makes sense to me. So I'm going to try to work better on that. I'm going to try to work better, because my sleeping habits are so erratic, and I don't like to take any type of supplements, for me to sleep. So yes,
Well,
yes.
here's a trick to fall asleep. If you have a TV in your room, don't turn it on when you go in there. Make your bedroom where you sleep. Don't read. Don't take your phone in there. And then if you are going to go to bed at 9 o'clock, you try to make it at 9 o'clock every night, because then you start training your body. Your brain will start sending out the endorphins that you need to go to sleep.
It sure sound good. Look, it sure sound good. And my doctor said, your bedroom is to go to sleep. Don't do nothing else in there but go to sleep.
Yep.
I turned my TV off I woke up about 5 something, looked at them, I was like, oh. Now I do have my ringer off. I do not my ringer is off 24/7. I don't, I'm not attached to my phone like that. But yeah, the doctors say when I tell them I have problems sleeping, well, when you get sleepy, go to your bedroom. Don't go lay in your room, eat nothing, watch TV, because you teaching that, you treating that like the rest of the house.
Yep.
That's supposed to be your sanctuary. So you are 110% right on that. Let me see. Yvette Turner said, this is so true. The doctor told me that's why I had that mild heart attack, not enough sleep. Oh my goodness, girl, I better take my ass to sleep, because I've been up for a couple of months now. No,
That's
no,
not
no,
good.
no.
That's not good.
That's not good. So I'm glad that you brought it to me like that, because that, like I said, if you make it make sense, then I can try to follow it. Let me see. Hope Mike said, I was not aware of that either. I would have to post that on my page. I sleep with my TV on. Yeah, they tell you not to. I can't. Look, if you did, you sure can't sleep with it off. So if you did, you damn sure ain't gonna have no TV on. So you may as well start practicing this Chantel right now. Talking about I can't sleep with it off. You may as well start practicing it right now.
Oh my gosh.
Now, do you use any like the apps, the Calm thing, or anything like that? Was that still constitute as TV?
No, well, but you want to do it like that blue. It's the blue light that messes with your circadian rhythm, and so it throws you off, so you can't sleep. So if you're going to do those, take there's an adjustment on your phone where you can dim that blue light, and then listen to those apps stuff.
Yeah, because my supervisor had said to me a couple of months ago, so she was like, oh, you can order you a blue light screen. I was like, what? I'm thinking she talking about a red light special or something. I'm like, what? And I didn't know what the hell a blue light. I didn't know what the hell a blue. So she was telling me that's what that do reduces, just like you said. She's like, you can put that on your monitor. So exactly what you said won't affect you as much. Opal, you have a question in here. Opal Cherry. So your name is Opal Cherry, O Cherry, and you promoting cherry juice. Any relation, Opal? Okay, so they want to know what is right. Get a plug it. Opal, they want to know where they can get the cherry juice from. What did you say? Tart cherry juice. So Opal, drop it in there. They want to know where you can get the cherry juice from. Tart cherry juice, get organic. So I'm gonna tell you about y'all organic people. See, I'm about to get on your neck. How the hell y'all know it's organic? Mm-hmm.
It's
I,
illegal
I
for
just
the.
want to know.
It's illegal.
These are organic apples. How the hell you know?
Well, how do you know leather is leather? Somebody told you.
About organic. They were like, these apples is organic. I said, how do you know? I could have grew those in my basement with the right
but
lighting.
but yeah, and that would make it organic because there's no pesticides on it.
Well, I do know organic shit costs more than all the other stuff, Monique. I do know that. I do know that. I always
Yes,
mess with people and they say, I only eat
but then
organic. How do you
but
know?
then there's cost and there's price.
Oh, listen to Monique. She want to break it. To break that down, cost and price. Break that down. Give us a little economics lesson in
Okay,
cost and
so
price.
so when something costs something, all right, let's see. You know that you run 12 miles a day every single day, but you go and buy $2 shoes because
Don't do me. Don't try to come for me on cost and price, Negro, because I said something about organic food. Look, she's talking, you know you run 12 miles a day, but you want to go put on some Bell Mars.
right because you want to save some money. And it's like, I'm not gonna buy these $100 shoes because they cost too much. Well, at 10 miles every day, probably them $2 shoes might be lasting you where you buying 10 of them a month. Who knows how many you run through. So that's the difference. And the same thing is like what you put in your body, everything, every single thing. I don't care if it's food, alcohol, cigarettes, whatever, water, it has a side effect. And if we start thinking about our food like that, like, okay, I'm gonna get this ho-ho. And the side effect of this ho-ho is my sugar level's gonna go up. I'll probably gain some weight. Let's see. I might get a cavity because I know I ain't been to the dentist like I should. You know what I'm saying? Just all these different things. Then you say, okay, here's this apple. I probably won't gain any weight. I probably surely won't gain any weight. It's better for me. My body can use it better. And you perform better. You just perform better when you put better stuff in. So
Okay, so let me
that's
find out your squad is trying to come for me on stage. Whoa, Mr. Richard Harrison, I know who you are. Mr. Richard Harrison talking about organic is cheaper than a doctor's bill.
and
Okay.
he's right. And he's right. He's right.
Don't be sending y'all like the beehiver. Don't be sending me the Monique's. Don't be sending the Monique's after me. I already got Opal in here with the tart cherry juice. Now I got Mr. Harris coming in here talking about, hey, yeah, it's cheaper than the doctor bill, and you are right. And you are right. And that, you know what? Speaking of that, Mr. Harrison, you are right because that's why a lot of these jobs pay for your gym membership. They have like PayPal. If you lose a certain amount of weight and stuff during the course of they give you a bonus and stuff like that because they say it's costing them less money if you taking your black ass to the doctor where they, where it's costing them. So yeah. I hear y'all. I'm not gonna say that I can follow everything to the letter, but I definitely hear you. I said if it makes sense to me, I can try to implement it. So that
Baby
definitely makes
steps.
sense.
Baby steps. And the
Yeah,
best
that
thing
definitely
is
makes sense.
of whatever you wrote down that you liked a lot, prioritize and try one habit at a time so they
Mhm.
become so you own them as opposed to trying to do three of them at the same time and then be like, oh, I can't do this.
Right. Because if you set impossible goals, you're going to not meet the goals. So I tell people all the time, you always set a goal that is not easy, but obtainable. And then you set one that might be a little bit harder that you have to work for a little bit harder. But if you do focus and concentrate on that, you can make it. Now, Chantel Wise, don't say, oh, I'm going to see if I can save $500,000 in 3 months. Well, I mean, I would have to rob several banks and risk my freedom and all of that stuff. I know that is an impossible goal for me to say. Now, if I say I want to save $5,000 in 6 months, that is a goal that I can reach. If I tighten the purse up, if I tighten the purse up. So yeah, setting those goals. So trying to do everything at the same time will be more of a deterrent than it would be something that you would feel comfortable doing. So I agree with you on that.
Yeah, and I agree with Vanessa. Sleep is the one you should put first.
Look at y'all. Ooh, I mean, this is my podcast. I mean, y'all coming for me. Oh, my state workers is even coming for me on this podcast. Oh, Monique, you done came in and got the people on my neck. Vanessa.
It's because we love you.
But you are right, because she know I'll be up. I'll be texting. That's like, what were you texting us at 3 o'clock? I said, well, I didn't think y'all was woke. I was just sending so because I was up and I remembered something. Take your tail to bed, Chantella Wallace. Oh, I will be doing that. I will be doing that. So, Monique, is there anything else? Because you know we got a segment on this show. We got to get it off this week. Is there anything else you want to tell us about your journey, or anything you want to? We did want to touch on subliminal racism and medical treatment. So that's why we were talking about how important it is. Monique spoke on that earlier. I just want to put some emphasis on that. As y'all know, I have done in the past plenty of time. You have to advocate for yourself, advocate for your kids, advocate for yourself. When those doctors don't just take what they say. I mean, Serena Williams is a multi-millionaire, and her doctor didn't listen to her. White doctor said, "Oh yeah, no, yeah." She's like, "No, this is what it felt like the last time I had an embolism. This is what it feels like." And she's like, "Oh, you're okay." Went to a sister. Sister said, "We're going to take these tests," and found out the shit was going right on again. So listen to your body, because don't nobody know how Monique feel better than Monique do. Don't nobody know how Hope feel better than she feel. Opal, Vanessa, Arlette, y'all know y'all bodies. When something is out of whack, then hey, get on it. And just like I said, these people get paid. They getting paid.
And they are your employee when you are sitting in that room with them, because there will be a money transaction. So
right.
Exactly.
It is
and you let them, I've told a doctor before, it was a general practitioner, this before I have the one that I have now. I told him, you know what? You're fired. One, you were 20 minutes late. Two, you don't even want to hear what I have to say, and you're trying to rush me through this appointment. So I'm done with you. And he just looked at me and said, yes, you're fired. And I walked out.
Oh, you're fired. Ooh.
Yes.
I got good doctors. That you said you're fired. That's cold. You have that power though. She letting you know you have that power. You have that power, just like your job has the power to fire you when you're not doing your shit. You have the power to fire your doctor. Damn. Let me see. Annie Brooks said, I remember I had cancer. This other person I know had cancer. She refused chemo and said she was eating certain foods, taking all types of vitamins. I told my doctor about it. He said, you can listen to me and take the chemo, or you can listen to your friend. I went to chemo. She didn't. Sorry to say, she is no longer with us. Yeah. And we got some good doctors out there too. We ain't trying to take nothing from doctors. We got some good doctors out there, but some doctors do not pay as much attention to us. And just like I tell them, I didn't have to tell them in the emergency room, act like my name is Sarah Sue and not Chantella Lorraine, because this is what I'm going to tell you. And I tell anybody on here, I sit on the CHI's patient advocacy board. And I'll let them know after I run through this. And then I say, oh, you know what subliminal racism is? Oh, that's not. I said, oh yeah. I said, well, I'm gonna give you a lesson. Boom, boom, boom. That night I got 2 MRIs. That's why I'm getting 2 of them. Oh well, because I was like, oh well, y'all was getting ready to send me home. Y'all was getting ready to send me home. But yeah, you have to be your own advocate. You have to be your own advocate. Yes. Okay, Monique, it is time. This is the time today. I need my state workers to type in here what time it is. Monique, do you know what this time is? This is the time of the show with Chantella Wallace. Say, you know what I am sick and tired of, and I give you the time to rant and talk your shit. This is the time. Monique, what are you sick and tired of? You get to talk your shit and say whatever you want to about what you sick and tired of.
I am sick and I'm gonna make some people mad.
Girl, get 'em.
Sick and tired of reading this one group's post complaining about how their child's education is going when it's obvious there's no input from the parent. And I'm sick of it.
Girl.
It is a two-way street. You have to be just as invested in them. You have to be, just like we were talking about advocating a minute ago for medical.
That's right.
You got to advocate for them babies in school too. You just can't
Definitely
send
do.
them to school
Just
thinking
can't send them.
Miss so and so is going to turn your child into a genius. When that child comes home, debrief.
Right.
What you learn? Oh, well, let me add some of this to that.
Right. Exactly. And
And
see,
then
that's the thing. Like my son would tell you, he's like, "You're so embarrassing." That's the thing that I did. I went to every parent teacher conference, every home open house. I was like, and I said, and I met every teacher. I said, "No, I need to meet the." Oh, well, you just no. I don't need to walk around this damn school. I'm not going to class here. I need to meet every single teacher. And and it's sad that I said, contrary to belief, African American, there's some African American parents that are invested in their children's education. I said, I am an old school disciplinary. I said, so what you can't do here, I can handle at home. I said, I don't need to hear that Devin hasn't done his homework for 3 weeks. If he don't do it for 3 days, shoot me a note. Here is my phone number. And I got so cool with Devin teachers. He was sick of it. Girl, we used to go to happy hour and everything. And I was like, there's like, oh yeah, I'll see your mom. And that's like, oh yeah. Guess what they used to say to him? 2225. That's my last 4 digits of my phone number. So whenever he was cutting up in school, they'd just say 2225. And he'd be like, but I mean, schooling doesn't stop at school. That shit, your first teacher is your parents. Where you at home? So what makes you think at 5 years old, you're just supposed to stop teaching?
right.
I mean, I'm still teaching my kids shit right now. So you are right, honey. You said, I'm sick and tired of, girl. They're going to be on your ass in that chat. Well,
I know.
But hey, you told the truth. Hell, you didn't school me a couple of times. Got your little minions on here coming after Miss Wallace. So hey, everybody is free game if Miss Wallace is free game. Everybody is free game. So I wanted to tell y'all this. So I did an ad for Stay Woke on Facebook. So you have to have a certain amount of streams, engagement. I guess everybody just can't do ad. You can boost, but I ran an ad. So I guess it had the call me thing. I didn't pay any attention to it. Girl, why did I got like 3 calls in a row. I'm at work and I'm like, Milwaukee, Augusta. And I was like, hello. And this, oh yeah, I seen your podcast. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, oh yeah, I just wanted to holler at you for a minute. I was like, holler at me for a minute, girl. So I was like, if anybody know how to stop an ad or what I can do, because I'm running it for 7 days, I need that shit stopped now. I don't need nobody calling me. The people calling me, talking about I'm from Milwaukee, Augusta, Texas. I was like, what the hell, girl? I was just blocked. I blocked so many damn numbers today. I said, what the hell? So I'm just like, okay. So if anybody out there know how to stop an ad, let me know. I got Kim Hollingsworth says she is sick and tired of Taylor Swift. I'm sick and tired of her too. I'm sick and but Taylor Swift, I mean, we can blame Kanye, you know. We can blame him. But he the one put her on the map. He didn't when she would have won that award, went on about her own business, and we wouldn't have seen her again. He put her on the map. And she been on the map and across the world ever since then. But yeah, I'm sick and tired of her ass too. And Kelsey, you know, you really wasn't even playing good for the last 5 weeks of the season. But Kelsey, how you go from dating all these sisters to the lily white girl next door? Come on, y'all. Y'all know that shit is a publicity stuff. I don't bit more believe. Kelsey is used to some rhythm, honey. He used to that rhythm. He done had 4 or 5 sisters. So yeah. Y'all can believe that if y'all want to. I don't believe it's real. Who else said something here? Kelly Cooper said that's the same thing what you said about child care. You know, with the grandparents and stuff. And I mean, just kids, period. Your kids be bad as hell at school. And y'all should have learned something when it was COVID. That should have let you know. Your kids is janky. So don't go in there trying to defend what my kids said. You couldn't tell your kids shit when you was at home for them damn 3 months. You was screaming and hollering, when is they going back? Y'all wanted to beat teachers up because they didn't want to die being connected to your damn kid. That should have made these parents appreciate teachers and school much more. You know, they still, but some of them, it's just a drop-off point. It's just a drop-off point. I'm going to tell y'all what I'm sick and tired of. I am sick and tired of these expensive ass baby reveals, expensive ass baby showers. I was gonna go in. Fuck it, I'm going in. You own Section 8. You spending $500 of your steps on the goddamn baby shower. You got 3 or 4 kids already. Just start passing shit down. I'm sick and tired of seeing people going all out like it's a damn wedding for you to announce what kind of damn baby you got. It's a boy or a girl. Yeah, I got it right. 50%. I got a 50% chance of telling you got a damn boy or a girl. There's no in-betweens right now. They ain't making them no in-betweens. Who knows about the future? But I'm just saying, save your damn money. Buy your baby some stocks and bonds. Put that money in the damn bank. Invest it. Oh, God. And especially if you got 5 kids, don't keep having baby showers, girl. Everybody is talking about you. Everybody is talking about you. Everybody's talking about. That's one of the things I'm sick and tired of. So I just had to get that off of my chest today. I mean, save your money. Parents, teach your kids how to save money. Tell them, hey, go in there and invest on it. You don't need to. If you got the money to do it. But don't be saying, oh, mom, I need help. Can you get the cake? Papa, can you buy this? No.
I read somewhere that we plan for Saturday.
No, can't nobody see you going and answer the door. They won't be able to see you when you go to the door. She looking around the corner. That's wrong. Can't nobody see you. Go ahead, Monique.
No, I said I read somewhere that we plan for Saturday night. They plan for 3 generations.
Right. And they have to
like,
understand that generational wealth. A lot of these things we weren't exposed to. These young people are exposed to so many more things, so many different ways, investment opportunities, traveling, all kind of stuff like that. So, invest your money. Ain't nothing wrong with having something having something set aside in case something happens.
Yep. So true.
Yeah, so that's one of the things I'm sick and tired of. Okay, we have been here an hour and 7 minutes, but I do want to tell my stay wokers this. I will let y'all know. The 7th is the wine pairing, so I will be at the wine pairing on the 7th. So we will not be here because that's on a Wednesday. It's about 8 or 9 stay wokers that's going. So I have a table, 2 tables. I think we got 25 people total that's going to Bonefish on February 7th. So definitely can't wait to let you guys experience the 4-course wine pairing. And also, I did not know that they still definitely not in the Midwest. But if anybody wants to go, I want to go. Let me know. I don't care, gender, whatever. Let's go down here and go to this event. It's called Sour Hearts Tournament. It is y'all remember the roller derby? They having a tournament in Lincoln on February 17th and 18th. You can get a weekend pass for $15 or $25. I definitely want to go. If anybody's interested, I definitely want to go. I have never been to a real roller derby match. So they got a tournament on these from the 17th through the 18th in Lincoln, Nebraska. So let me know because tickets are on sale. I think that would be so much fun. That's doing something different outside the box. I just think it'll be fun. So Monique, before we leave, do you have anything to say?
Get checked. Get them physicals.
Get them physicals.
And check the tatas.
Check the tatas, girl. Yeah. Because what you're expecting, a big old lump, is nothing like that. I remember they told me they found something, and I was like, I said, well, I checked my breast. Girl, when they finally got it to show me, girl, it was like a grain of salt. I said, there's no way in the world I wouldn't have paid that any attention at all. So make sure you get checked so the professionals can look for what we can't feel. We're not doctors. So we definitely want to say shout out to Monique. Y'all give her hearts. Everybody throw them hearts up for Monique for giving us her honest journey, letting us know how her journey was. And I mean, just put it out there. She gave us a lot of information. Just like I said, if it makes sense, make it make sense, then I can try to implement it. So thank you. I want to thank you for that. I want to thank everybody for joining. We had a full house tonight. It is, y'all know we shout everybody out at the end of the night. For those of y'all who I've already shout out, I'm not going over it again. But I will get those new people that came in. Let me see here. Okay, Kelly Cooper is in here. My cousin Darlene Murray is in here. I seen her this past week. I hadn't seen her in years, so that was very nice to see her. Paula Hubbard is in here. Yvette Turner Jennings. Who else? Okay, so I think I shouted out everybody. If I did, y'all know the thing just constantly scrolls. So charge it to my head and not my heart in these slow 56-year-old eyes. I was about to say 55, but I forgot I'm 56. So next week, I think we are going to be able to book Jock Johnson from Who is Jock Johnson reality show. So I'll also put the link up where you can see a show at. And again, we want to thank you, Monique, so much for coming in here and being vulnerable and honest throughout the entire show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay. My people know we are Monique, the hottest podcast in the Midwest, the only podcast that shouts you out in real time and answer questions. Before you go to sleep, you got to do what? Blah, blah, blah. Stay woke. We out of here. Good night.